I love that the mascara that I just tried to rub off my face is like stained, so now I look like a literal undead zombie, which, like, I'm not complaining. Hello users of the internet and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're one of my 575 subscribers, then welcome back, and if you're not, after this video you're definitely not going to be. After the last makeup video that I posted on this channel, I had a lot of friends come up to me and say, wow, Annabelle, you're a true talent, an artist. So why not share your own makeup skill set with the internet? I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't know what I'm doing. You know how like YouTuber beauty gurus come out and say like, I'm not a professional. No, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay. But like I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. If you've never used any cosmetic product in your entire life and are looking for an achievable below average makeup look, then you've come to the right place. So please enjoy my tutorial, which will begin right now. Okay, so the first step is foundation. The only foundation that I've used for the past 2 years is NARS Glow, because in every YouTube makeup tutorial made in 2014, that's what everyone used, and I can't be bothered to keep up with the times. So I think she's a goer. An oldie is a goldie. We love a glowing queen. You know, some people when they do their foundation like to use a pump or something, but like not me. I'm humble. I just like to tip it onto my hand, put too much onto my hand, then use this little dribble of makeup to cover my face. I use a two-faced kabuki brush to apply my makeup, which my friends have recently informed me is totally incorrect. Apparently kabuki brushes are used for something else. I don't know, concealer, bronzer, powder, you name it. This is supposed to flare out, but I've used it so much and not cleaned it that it's just like a congealed little mass of dead skin particles. So like I'm getting keen to put it on my face now. Yes. Smush that hairline, smush it. Okay, now that my complexion is not that dissimilar to an actual ghost's, I'm just gonna like rub that residue into my hand, maybe dab it on my neck, whoop, whoop. And to wipe some of it off and cover up the streakiness that I get from using this worn out kabuki brush, I use powder. As people who know me will know, I'm a fan of a good pun, or a bad one, so I use Too Faced's Peach Perfect. Anna Kendrick is quaking. Now I honestly don't even know how to get this out of its packaging, so I just kind of like tip it over and over again. Then I use my handy Total Girl brush that I got when I was 8 years old and like put it on my face. Beauty's a struggle. So yeah, we just like powder the whole face, powder, powder, powder. Oil, who is she? She's not our friend. When you look like a literal sheet of paper, that's when you know you're done. So if I can be bothered, this is when I put on my concealer. For concealer, I'm also using NARS. Now recently, I've learned that doing it in a triangle is like the thing, so I'm gonna try that out. Yes, yes, geometry come through. Then I like to use this dry, crusty, makeup-filled beauty blender that I got 4 years ago to dab it in. If you stab yourself in the eye and are in literal physical pain, then it's working, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so this is when I try to make it look like I have a face. I start by pulling out the same broken bronzer that I used almost a year ago when I tried to follow Zoella's makeup tutorial because I haven't progressed. She put it in like all sorts of places, but I just put it randomly around my face. I even put it on my nose, you know, on the forehead, on the chin, around the facial features, so that if I walked out in public, someone would be like, wow, that vampire's had some sun, you know? Then to try and make me look like sweet and nice or like embarrassed or bashful, you just give yourself a little blush. Again, I'm using Too Faced, one of the only brands I'm familiar with, and using the Papa Don't Peach. So we put it on the only legitimate brush I have, a Real Techniques brush, which I am only familiar with through Tanya Burr, so thanks fam. We smile, we pretend that we're a contestant in Toddlers and Tiaras, and we apply her to the middle of the cheek. And now we do eyebrows. I use this little fancy slanted brow brush that I found in my mother's makeup drawer, along with her broken eyeshadow palette from the 90s, and I use this dark shade here. I can't tell you what it is because I don't know what I'm using. My eyebrows, they're not sisters, they're not twins, they're like distant relatives. And there you have it, they barely look any different. Now normally on the daily I wouldn't bother with eyeshadow, but let's say I'm getting ready for an event. I'm going outdoors, I want to show off my eyelids. We're going to get ourselves some Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Look, honestly don't know how to apply this to the eye, so I just like tap it on. What does it do? You tell me. But I literally buy all of these products to compensate for the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. Once the eyes feel sticky and uncomfortable, you know you're ready to put more product on them. I like to use this double-sided brush. Why? I don't know. It's wildly impractical. But why make things less of a trek than they could be? Again, I'm going to use a Too Faced Peach product, which is perhaps the only consistent thing about this makeup routine. We're gonna go in there with the Luscious. It's gonna go on in there on the main part of the eye, the lid, the cap, the eye cap. If you can only just see it, then you're good, because pigment, we don't know her. Then I go in there with the cobbler. I don't know what a crease is and I don't know how to find it. And I just go on top. What's my technique for applying this? Absolutely nothing. I just kind of swish around the eye, give it a good old go. Then literally, brush for your life. Try and hide your mistakes. So just kind of take the approach that Donald Trump has taken to his presidency, and you got this. Okay, so now we're moving on to the mascara. So you just get your mascara wand, and if you're me, you blink onto the brush. And apparently you get some onto your face, but you just smush it in. Blink, blink. Finally, we apply our Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Child Star, something I always aspired to be. And to do this, we don't line the lips, you just kind of smush it on there, so you have like an undefined mess. And this is the completed makeup look. Does it look good? No. But does it look tolerable from afar? Maybe. So that's all I have for you. If you found this tutorial to be helpful, then please seek medical help. But anyway, please thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! We love a dying queen.